Morning all, Paul here, Bearded Badger Publishing Books in beautiful Belper in Derbyshire. Welcome, as ever, to the Friday feature. If you're not familiar with the Friday feature, one can only imagine you've been living in the tube of a 1980s vacuum cleaner. So, for those that are living in the tube of a 1980s vacuum cleaner, I'll explain it. It is me waffling on about books, which I do every day, pretty much, but I do it in front of a camera on a Friday. So it's a fairly short one today. It's a bit hot, a bit muggy, bit storm brewing. So I just basically want to get in the shower, go for a beer or something like that. So I'm going to keep it brief, well, as brief as I can get. Anyway, let's crack on. First book I'm going to quickly mention, and I've read that in this in the past week. Put my teeth back in. It's Percival Everett, Damned If I Do, published by our lovely friends at Influx. Retails at the bargain price of $9.99. If you're not familiar with, firstly, who Percival Everett is, a US writer, and I think I featured him on a previous Friday feature. His book that he put out last year, that Influx put out last year, which is I Am Not Sidney Poitier. This is the second of three books that Influx are publishing by Mr. Everett, and this is a collection of short stories, very much cut from the same cloth as I Am Not Sidney Poitier, but obviously in short story form, that sort of portrays a certain amount of certain tropes that deals with things like racism and you know, societal issues, but does it in such a clever way. Does it make it feel disingenuous at any point or forced? It's just a story that gets you thinking a little bit after, but it's an they're entertaining stories. Some of them are really funny. Definitely worth a read. There's a lot of fish references in there, which made me think of Mr. Richard Brautigan, Trout Fishing in America, a book not really about trout fishing, but does talk about them. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe we all need to just start writing about fishing. Anyway, get on it. Brilliant book. Totally recommend it. The next one in the series, which name escapes me, sorry Influx, is coming out soon as well. I think it's coming out next month, which I'm looking forward to very much getting stuck into. The first two have been fantastic. No reason to think that the third one will be any different. So get on that one, $9.99. The next book I'm going to talk about is a book I'm currently reading, and I'm only about 60-70 pages in, so this isn't a review by any stretch of the imagination. It's just really, within 60 or 70 pages, it's grabbed me as being absolutely fantastic, and a book that's proper up my street, and I'm almost like kicking myself that it was published in 2017, I think it was, so it's took me 4 years to get around to reading it, but it's this one. And it's this is a memorial device by the wonderful David Keenan, and I've had the book for a while actually, and it's just one of those, you know, I read a lot for part of the publishing side of the business, and obviously books that I'm trying to sell, and we do sell this one in the shop. And there's two things that triggered me to get on this book. The first one was I'm absolutely blown away with David's recent eulogy to Brian Hamill of The Common Breath, and Brian. He's somebody that I've conversed with on Twitter. We've had email exchanges about publishing and one thing and another. And sadly, Brian, he took his own life not long back. And personally, the publishing world's a poorer place without him. And The Common Breath, he would putting out some genius stuff. So, and David did a wonderful sort of eulogy speech, which you'll find, I think, if you follow him on Twitter and scroll down there, sort of brings home what a great talent he was, Brian was. But back to David, and his memorial device is just, as I say, I'm only about 60-70 pages in, and it's absolute genius. And the other thing that got me onto this book was I was listening to Backlisted podcast earlier on in the week, where they're talking about books I've read over summer, and they mentioned David's Monument Maker, which is out on hardback at the moment. We have in the shop, and beast of a book, and it just sounds fantastic. And I thought, no, let's read them in chronological order. So the books that David's put out. So I'm back to the first one, which is This Is Memorial Device, set in Airdrie, and it's set from various narrative sort of perspectives. which I think gives it its genius in many ways, and it's sort of set in that time when it was all. I grew up in the Black Country, and there was bands around at the time like the Wonder Stuff, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Populated Cell, the Mighty Lemon Drops, and you felt part of the scene. We used to go to this place called JB's, which was a legendary club, tiny little place, but it was where all the up and coming bands sort of played and had a sort of aura about it. And this book reminds me so much of that in many ways. In that sort of everything was about the scene, the bands, the belonging, if you like, and the Black Country Grebos as we were. This is set like in a sort of post-punk era. As I say, I'm only 60, 70 pages in, and I'm kicking myself. I haven't picked it up before now. So that's this one. This is Memorial Device, David Keenan, Faber, and it is $9.99. Definitely get on that one if you're kind of my age group, early 30s. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah, brilliant book. Loving that one so far. I'll give you an update on that when I've finished it. Talking of books I've read as well, I read the Warren Ellis one over the weekend, and I am every bit as good as I thought it was going to be. Proper rattle through it in sort of, I read it in space. We just had a quiet day at home on Sunday and rattled through that Sunday afternoon. Really enjoyed it. All about Nina Simone's school, so get on that one as well. Definitely well worth a read. 6 minutes in, I'm going to talk quickly about a little bit of publishing news. First off, we're finally had back from print these two bad boys, which are the next two in our Traverse range of poetry. So you've got Porcupine by Jack Cunnington, Slantwise by Kevin Qweaver Jackson. Very, very different books. I'm going to get these, literally come back today. I'm filming this on a Thursday night. It's great books, great poets. Glad to have them back. So I'm going to get them on the website and everything. Please, they're $5 a piece. Best $5 you'll spend this weekend. Talking of which, thanks to everybody who pre-ordered Ross's book, Step Forward Harry Salt, last weekend. I thank you from the bottom. Absolutely overwhelmed by the response for them, Matt. Thank you so much for that. And another bit of news is, if this ain't enough, we have the new Drew Gummerson chapbook, 24 pages, which is from Piss to publication. How to get printed, how to get published. Ever wondered how to find an agent, make your name in literary magazines, successfully negotiate a writing retreat, finish off that first draft? None of those questions are answered here. Watch this space. Drew's popping into the shop today, Friday. I know it's Thursday, I'll get mixed up. Popping into the shop Friday anyway. He's going to sign all these. We're going to do a limited edition run. Once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to do any reprints on this. So, we've got a limited quantity. Keep your eyes peeled. Get buying. $5 a piece they are. 24 page, 4 chapter. It's kind of an accompaniment piece to Flamingo Hotel, which is that one there. Cracking cover. Thanks, Matt Oakley Mojo, for that. So, yeah, quite a bit coming up on that. We've got some more stuff coming on. I'm doing a bit of typesetting next week for the next two poetry booklets that we've got coming out. Finish off typesetting and doing a bit of proofing on how it's sold. We are also announced today, Thursday. I know it's Friday when you're watching this. Confusing you. It's like a parallel world, isn't it? We are going to be doing the Northern Publishing Fair. So, I know we're Midlands, so we're near the north, we're near the south, but we're kind of Derbyshire, we're almost in the north, aren't we? And that's been practising those accents, so I could talk proper when I go up there. That was Yorkshire, wasn't it? But I talk a bit like that then when I go to Manchester, and pretend I'm in the Stone Roses. But that should be a good crack, actually. It's at Manchester Library. It's on the 27th, I think it is. I'll just double check that, actually. I think it's the 27th of November, yeah. Saturday the 27th of November. organised by the lovely people, the lovely Isabel at Fly on the Wall Press, and some cracking press is going to be there. Go take a. We've shared it on our Twitter. Fly on the Wall have got it on theirs. There's loads of great northern presses, and us North Midland imposters, shall we call ourselves. Should be a great day, good fun, and so yeah, please come and see us. Come and say hello. That's it. That's it for this week's Friday feature. Thank you so much for tolerating my waffling. So as again, we'll go through the books again. First off, Damned If I Do, Percival, Everett, Influx Press, $9.99. The book I'm reading at the moment, This Is Memorial Device, David Keenan, Faber, also $9.99. And then we've got our trio of books, which I'm going to get on the website this weekend and send you all the links. Thank you, and thanks again for everybody that's pre-ordered Ross's book. Honestly, it means the world to me. It really does. And have a great weekend, people. Farmers market down here in Belper this weekend. If you're around Saturday, come buy some farmers markety things. Then come down to the 24 building. Come and say hello to us. If I don't see you, have a great weekend. Ta-da.